I've never seen 10 lines on an electric fence. And even with 10 lines, the little buck over there is getting out. Look guys, I mean, I lowered them, I went as low as I could, I ran as many lines as I could. They're like 4 or 5 inches apart, and they're still getting out. If you guys have some ideas, I don't want to add another battery. We have 7,000 volts going to our lines, right? So I don't feel the need for an additional battery. This is good for 10 miles, okay? It's a 10 mile, 15 joule battery, whatever, solar, with a built-in solar panel. And 7,000 volts should do the job, okay? So we should not have to add additional batteries, because that kind of defeats the purpose of this entire gizmo over here, right? If he can fit in between 4 inches, and he can, because he's still pretty small, and get his little head through the lines, that's all he needs. The rest of the body doesn't get shocked, because the only place that they get shocked is on their noses. If they don't touch it with their nose, it does absolutely nothing, because they have so much fur that it does absolutely nothing, because they have to touch it with their nose. They have a very, very thick coat, goats, particularly the males. I saw our chickens going inside the run, inside the electric fence, in that perimeter. The chickens go in there and they get out, they go right from under the lines. Now they won't be able to, because I lowered it. So now they won't be able to get under anymore. I don't think the chickens are going to go in anymore. Then again, they might, because they don't get shocked. Why don't they get shocked? Because they have feathers. The feathers do not transmit electricity. The fur does not transmit electricity. But I'm beside myself, because, to be honest with you, I just spent another hour driving to town to get more clips, to run more lines, to try and contain these goats, and the little buck is not containable. And we have to, he's already getting, you know, to the age to where he can mate. We don't want him mating, because if he mates, we're going to have more babies. Plus, these are his mother, sister, whatever. We don't want that. So he is separate from the group. Mr. Goat is separate from the group. And he's contained. As long as, and now we have more lines. So he's definitely going to be contained, I think. But as long as we have the fence on, he'll be contained. He can't get his whole head. He's got the horns and a big head. He can't get through those lines. Now look how close he gets. Look how close he gets. See how close he gets to those lines? It's like his nose is right there. But he's not getting out. The next thing I need to do is to keep the Domino, the little buck, from going into the chicken coop, because it's amazing. Even some of the adults are able to squeeze through a little tiny hole. Not even the rooster can get in, but they can, if you can imagine. So we're going to put a ladder that goes up so that the chickens can go in from the top, and Domino won't be able to do that, to get in there. I have to keep those goats from going into the chicken coop. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. It's a little windy today, as you can probably hear. And it's warm. I'm in my t-shirt. It's warm, but it's windy. So I'm going to get ready, get everything I need, and see if I can grab some old recycled, some of the old lumber from the deck that I tore down some time ago. You guys maybe remember. So I'm going to see if I can find something that will rig something up and build the chickens a ladder to get into their house. we'll see how that works for them. Hopefully they'll be able to get in and out, but I don't see why they wouldn't. Okay, hopefully that'll keep the goats out. So we built a chicken ladder so they can get in and out, and they had it stick out the other end a little so they can jump up on it and then come down. Hopefully it'll be enough. I'm concerned about the chickens will get through. I'm concerned about the rooster because he's kind of big, but he should be able to sneak underneath there. And then the only thing is we'll have to modify the door because the door that we have now is not going to work. We'll just give them some time to figure it out, see if they can get in and out of there, because those goats, man, a pain in the butt, let me tell you. I love the goats, but they're a pain in the butt. Okay? All right. Thing I have to do now is I have to figure out something to hold it in place because come on, chicken, come on chicken. Oh, she climbed up the ladder. There you go, come on. But that little door will be much easier to manage than the big door. It's much lighter, much smaller. So they're so cute. But they're both males. We can't keep all these males, unfortunately. I wish they were girls, because if they were does, we would have kept them. But we have no use for all these bucks.